Hello and welcome to the caricature demo. I'm your teacher, David Cowles. For this caricature I'm going to be drawing the unfortunately late great Chadwick Boseman. So my first step is to go on Google and search for images of the actor, hopefully showing a lot of different expressions and angles and things for me to work from so that, my final art doesn't look too much like one image. So I'm ready to start drawing. A lot of times when people are going to do a face, they'll draw like kind of an oval shape first to indicate the outside shape of the head. I don't do that because I end up finding out that shape doesn't work with what I ended up drawing inside of it. So I always start with the nose and work out from there. And he's got kind of a smallish nose. And then I'm going to start filling in the eyebrows, which are pretty substantial. And then start working on the eyes. And then work on the mouth from there. And kind of go in and sort of work out the shape of the face. Start adding some of the facial hair. And you know what? This stinks. I'm gonna start again. So I get rid of that one. I get a new fresh piece of paper. Again, I'm going to start with the nose, filling in the nose. And then this time, though, I'm going to go to the mouth because I feel like that's kind of the most important part of his likeness. So I get that the way I want it. I kind of get his smile and, the shape of his teeth. And then I go in and start drawing the eyebrows and his eye. A lot of times in my caricature, I'll just give a person one eye. And that comes from when I was first sort of trying to work out my style of, the idea of simplifying things as much as possible. I would start with a more complicated drawing and cover up things with my hand. And if it still looked like them without that part, I would get rid of it. So sometimes it looks more like the person with one eye than two eyes. I'm not sure why, but it does work out that way. I was at a caricaturist convention one time. And they asked me from the audience, why I only draw one eye, and I said because I can, which isn't quite as jerkish as it sounds, but it just means that it works with one eye. I'm going to go with one eye. The other thing I learned when I was developing this style was that I had to sort of approach a face like a design problem more than sort of expressing my feelings about that particular person. I found that if I like somebody too much or if I dislike somebody too much, at some point I would start sort of pulling back and it would end up just kind of like wishy-washy and neither here nor there. But if I would just treat their face as a series of shapes and angles and again, trying to get it as simple as possible but still read as that character, it always came out a little bit better. And also you could tell my feelings about the person just by sort of seeing the drawing, whether I liked him or not. So I'm much happier with where this one's going. So I'm filling out the face shape and getting some of the facial hair in there. Indicating with, shading where some of the planes in the face would be. And at these areas I would use, darker colors if I was going to take this into a finished color version. And I'm ready to start doing his hair on the top of his head. And, his hair is very important for this illustration as well, as almost as much as this smile. So I had a lot of fun drawing the expressiveness of his hair. So now I'm going in and darkening some of the lines and starting to work on, his shirt that he's wearing. I changed my mind about the shape of the collar on the shirt, and in some of the reference I looked at, he had sort of like little flowers on his shirt, so I'm going in and indicating those, and then going back in and doing some last minute finishing touches. And there's my final sketch. So thank you for watching. And I'll talk to you later.